Yo,
What's up,
yo.
man? How you doing?
What's up, guys? Very good, brother. Hey, man, thanks. This is first. This is freaking badass, dude. This is like
Yeah,
I never even thought of this idea. I think you're the first person that I've ever heard of this idea. So freaking right on. Hey, thanks for having me, bro.
no problem. Thanks for coming on. What all have you got done today?
Dude, so check this out. Don't mind me if you hear a baby crying and they wake up because my boy's sleeping in the back.
Uh,
My wife, she was like, "Yo, man, I'm tired." So okay, let me take the boys. So the boys are just throwing rocks into the ocean right now.
oh, that's fun. That's
They're
lovely.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of chilling in the car. My boys just crashed out right now. Just opened up all the dude. You know how life is real
Oh,
when you got a freaking minivan, bro.
oh yeah. Dad life.
Life's real.
It's that dad life.
The dad life, man.
We've had a lot of people say that you look like Robbie Lawler. How do you feel about that?
I think Robbie Lawler looks like me, man. No,
Yeah, that's a good.
dude, and it doesn't help that my first couple of fights that like I kind of had the little Robbie cry, war cry.
Hey, it
Honestly, I don't even know. Is he like? I wonder if he's like Filipino or I don't know, some sort of something. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I'm not sure.
um, man, hey, honored to look like the guy, dude.
Yeah. Um, I saw online that whenever you were growing up, you wanted to be a golfer. What made you want to go into MMA instead?
Man, super random, right? So yeah, I never really played any sports growing up. Just really golf, man, since like the age of 5. Was just playing golf. Dude, like go in the morning, go to the driving range after school practice, and man, I think what it was, man, I was going into high school,
Yeah,
and I wanted to get in shape, and there was no way I was gonna run, I was not gonna run and lose weight and whatever.
yeah,
So I just started. There's these guys. They were doing NHB at the time, before it was even called MMA. They were
uh,
doing NHB, and it was like, okay, shoot, So I went to the gym. It wasn't really like a martial arts gym, but it was more so like a fight gym. Guys were getting ready for fights, and
yeah,
I was the kid that was the easy round. The
yeah,
guy who were like, hold on, let me give it. I need a break. Break. Okay, come. You're with me. So it was kind of like one of those things,
yeah.
and
New kid on the
yeah,
block.
and then just next thing you know, like I just fell in love with it. Maybe from the sport aspect of golf, maybe not the physical aspect, but the more so the mental, the mental side of the game. Like just problem solving, and I was
Yeah,
just so fascinated by it. I was like, man, what the hell? Why do I keep getting hit with this, or why do I keep getting in arm locks? And so I just kept coming back, Next thing you know, a year later, I was offered to have a fight, and after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate my life to this freaking shit, dude. This is badass,
hell yeah.
and it was just kind of happened from there. And I've never really been like I've never got into a street fight before. Never got into fights in school. Man, while I was playing golf, I was playing the ukulele
Yeah,
for the church choir. You know what I mean? So I was that kid. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, dude, yeah, I was totally that kid. And so I got a lot of shit from the community when I first started. Saipan's a real small island. So they're like, oh, all my family call me Frankie boy.
yep,
Frankie boy, why are you doing this MMA stuff, this fighting stuff, And I was like, man, I really like it, and man, look, here we are, like 14 years later, continuing to chase the dream. You know what I mean?
yep, yep. Who was the guy that like inspired you to get into martial arts or inspired you to fight?
Say again.
Who was the guy that like inspired you to get into martial arts or to start fighting?
I gotta give it up to my first coaches, my first coaches. Man, it's Cookie Alvarez from Saipan. He's still a mentor of mine. He still runs the academy in Trench Tech Purebred Saipan. He stud, dude, absolute stud. Just an outlier and family man and everything. He big sports fanatic, big martial artist. And and these are the guys that I really looked up to that continue to really have my or to really grow my love for the sport. And then of
Yeah.
course all the amazing people that I've eventually met down the line. But I would have to say these were the guys that inspired me to continue to train, continue to work hard, and eventually kind of like to really they really show me the benefit and what I could get out of martial arts.
Yeah. It's a great sport. You can learn all kinds of stuff, emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Yeah. Find out who you are. Uh, you fought at 170 and 155. Which one do you like better?
Now I prefer 55. Before, and I gotta give my, take my hats off to Ian Laros from Lockhart and Leith. They really helped me get down to 55. I mean, not like a breeze, you know what I mean? But it's scientific. Like now it's like I can hit the 5-5 every camp, every fight. Sometimes, man, the cut is even like easier than 170. But maybe it's because I'm older, I'm a little bit more disciplined, and so many factors, right? But
Yeah.
definitely 55. 170 is kind of like, holy shit, dude, these guys are big, and I'm not like a fast guy, I'm not like a Frankie Edgar or anything. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So 170 is definitely fun. I've had a lot of awesome, amazing fights and amazing lessons and amazing wins at 170. But I think 55 is where I need to be and where I'm gonna stay.
You gonna stay there? Speaking of, you caught out Lando Veneta. What makes you want that fight?
But just look at the way the guy fights, dude. Well, man, he's a freaking stud.
Yeah.
Huge fan of Veneta. I remember first seeing him come out when he fought Ferguson. I was like, holy shit, Ferguson is about to get whooped, man. But Ferguson,
Right.
being who he was, and coming back, and then also to Veneta taking that fight on short notice. You know what I mean? I know he's not going to use that as an excuse. Him being the stud that he is,
Yeah.
but it is what it is, and that fight panned out the way it did, and he has fight bonuses and bonuses, for that shit doesn't just come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? He really
Yeah.
brings it, and he really just he's a martial artist, man, but he's a big time fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. He
And
is.
I would love, man, dude, I would love to fight him, dude. I think it will be a really good test of wills, and aside just from myself, bro. Or sorry, aside from just the fans that are so excited about that fight and want to see that fight, man, for myself, like I really want that fight. That would be so dope.
Yeah. Where are talks at with it?
Man, I messaged Jason House, Iridium Sports, my manager. It's I guess the idea is definitely there. And there's quite a few buzz, and also too with the help of you guys,
Yeah.
creating the buzz. I think that one. I think the fight cards for the rest of the year are all packed, but definitely first quarter next year. I think it's looking good, man.
It's looking good for Lando.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. Hopefully, I stay injury free. He stays injury free. Everything works out, and yeah, it's looking good. I just hope we just get the contract ASAP. If
Yeah.
that ever happens.
Yeah. Another dude. He was in the post I made about you. How would you feel about Luis Pena?
Man, Luis, dude, that guy's a tough freaking dude, bro.
Yeah, he's super good.
But he's super good, man, and he's super crafty.
Yeah,
Super crafty, dude.
that's one thing I praised him about was him being the technician of the game and everything. Like he's so smart with everything.
Yeah, but honestly though, and I don't mean to sound like kind of like big headed or whatever about it. I think it's just my style. Well, you didn't really see it against freaking Benil because Benil just fucking fucked me up, man. God damn it,
It
fucking
happens.
Benil. Yeah, no, it shit happens, but like, man, the Benil fight, I'll get into that later. But I think my style, man, like I I'll bring the fight out of anyone,
Yeah.
and like I hate, I don't like decisions. Even though my first three fights in the UFC were decisions, but I'm trying to freaking go in there and finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I'll bring the fight out of anyone.
Yeah, you brought up fight of the night bonuses earlier. You know that you and Justin Gaethje are tied for the first 3 fights of your career being fight of the night bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's so crazy is that I don't even like I'm not even planning to have these fight of the nights. Like I'm just trying to go out there and win. You know what I mean? And it just happens that happens.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You brought up Tony too earlier. How you feel about him and Khabib? Who you think takes that one if it happens?
Dude, that one is kind of the.
That's tough.
I'll go with Tony with that one.
Yeah, it's hard not to. It's hard to go against Khabib too. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's hard to do with Khabib. I think both of their strengths are both of their superpowers is definitely gas.
Yeah.
But I feel that Tony's not afraid, nor is he incompetent of the positions that Khabib's gonna put him in.
Yeah. Tony's gonna.
But then again, it's like you say that about everyone that Khabib fights, and Khabib does the same shit and he fucks everyone up, So it's kind of like, okay, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just need that to happen, bro. I just need that fight to happen.
Everybody's in one that they've been depriving us. How many fights will you got left on the contract?
I got two more. So honestly, yeah, we're looking for really good fights, but at the same time, when we're gonna try to go down and get 2 wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get these 2 wins.
Who else you got in mind besides Lando for this next fight or after?
Who I really enjoy seeing? We're in the same locker room. We never got to really connect because I guess the language barrier. But Damir Hadzovic. Do you know who that is?
I've heard of his name before.
Yeah, European guy. He just fought Christos Giagos in the Stockholm card. Man, good striker, and I think that would just be a really good fight.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight too. Giagos is really good as well.
Oh yeah, man. We may meet up someday with Christos, but man, Christos is my boy, dude. Man, he's a great guy. He's a great guy, but man, honestly, this fight game, dude, I'm down to fight anyone. Like, dude, my second fight, I fought my uncle, so it's like everyone gets so butthurt about, no, I don't want to fight him. He's my teammate or he's my friend. Like, I mean, come on, it's just kind of one of those things. Hi, buddy. Hey guys, hold on. I'm doing an interview. Okay, you guys just keep it down.
It's all good. So how was the Ultimate Fighter experience? Just being able to even be invited to it and everything like that.
Dude, the Ultimate Fight. So, man, that one was very interesting because when I got invited to the Ultimate Fighter and I fought to get in the house, I was matched up against Neil Magny. First coming up, and crazy thing about that fight, if you watch it, I was hitting him, I took him down, I mounted him, and I was punching him, and he turned around, and then the choke was there, and I let go of the choke, because, man, I was freaking pounding. I was like, you know what, I'm going to show these guys I can fight,
Yeah.
He turned over, I got mount, head and arm was there, I let go, and just started pounding again, and I was like, dude, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to finish him, and then, I was like, yeah, this is the first time I'm fighting in front of Dana and all these guys, da-da-da-da. I sat down on the stool after the first round, got hit with, like, lactic acid from my neck down, and I was like, oh, my God. And then after the first, and then the second, and then Neil Magny, you see his career.
Yeah.
He's a guy, he takes a beating, and he comes back, bro.
Yeah.
He comes back tough as nails. Yeah, he beat me in the second round, and then I was like, okay, man, please, just one judge, give me this freaking thing, because at the time it was like 2 rounds, and then we're going to a third, and I'm like, oh my God.
Who'd you
And
get against?
I just took my ass whooping, dude, in the third round, and then it was kind of like, dude. Actually, after that fight, I kind of deleted all my social media. I was kind of depressed, dude, for a little bit because, I was 23 at the time. I mean, I thought I really just jacked up and I fucked up. Like not making it into the UFC was my only chance. It was an opportunity of a lifetime, and then it was just kind of just one of those things. But
Yeah,
hey, it worked out. It was a very great experience for who I am now.
yeah. Life's crazy, man.
Crazy.
um, why? Whenever you missed the weight with Damian Brown, why'd you give him the purse?
Oh man, like so I was just trying to be like rational about it, right? Kind of like,
Yeah,
okay, so the UFC has 100K allocated already for fight of the night, 50-50.
yeah,
And I was like, fuck, and I missed out on the weight. Shit, my bad. Like, dude, at least give the 50K to someone. You know what I mean? Like, shit, if I can't even benefit, at least give it to Damian Brown. Like he
yeah,
showed up, he took the fight. We made, it was like one hell of a fight, and probably one of my it was probably my most favorite fight of my career. But yeah, it was. I was like, hey, man, the fund's already allocated. Shit, I can give it to someone.
yeah. I mean, might as well.
Man, he could have done a lot of good with it too.
Yeah. You said you wanted to run it back with him. Do you plan on doing that eventually?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's his status with the UFC. Definitely if he comes back or whatever, would be honored, man, to share the cage with that guy again. Warrior.
Yeah, yeah. Fight of the night. You gotta go at it. But
Yeah.
we got a fan question from Dylan Meyer 21. He wants to know if 18 is too late to start training.
Oh man, 18 is definitely 18 years old. You're still young, bro. When I was 18 years old, all I would have to do is do this, and then I'll jump into training.
Yeah.
Good gracious, I think 18 years old. You're never too young to start, and I still believe that you can build a career at the age of 18.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then we got one from Lonnie Singh 83, and it says, "Will Frank crank it up in his next fight?"
Say again?
Will Frank crank it up in his next fight?
Oh, dear God, yes, I will. Holy moly! Like, so what I learned with Damian Brown, what I learned with Benil was I didn't pull the trigger right off the bat. Like I
Yeah,
needed to pull the trigger right off the bat, man. Go in there and just start scrapping. Like I tried to. I was a little too patient. If anything, my fight with Nick Hine, I was patient, and I was so fascinated by that's all I was thinking about for Benil,
yeah,
and I came out a little too patient. You know what I mean?
yeah. Sometimes I
I
can
came
mess
out.
it up.
Yeah, it was shit. Hold on, real quick.
All right.
Where's Franklin? Huh? Go find him. Go call him. Yeah, go. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay, go, Franklin. Sorry about that, bro.
No, it's all good. So I had an
No,
interview.
sorry, man.
But
No, what were you saying? Sorry.
yesterday I had an interview with Jason Knight. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever consider bare knuckle if you and UFC ever split?
Nah, man. I'm not down for the bare knuckle. If anything, what I would rather do though is I've always wanted to do Vale Tudo, bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Bare knuckle boxing, nah, man, I'm not about that. Like, I would love to do like a Vale Tudo fight for sure. The only thing, like a Vale Tudo, like headbutts,
Yeah.
elbows, stomps, knees, everything. Like, just because I'm so fascinated with martial arts, and even in MMA, you're still limited to like techniques.
Yeah.
And just to really test myself and test my martial arts skills. a one Valley Tudo fight. The only thing is they they don't really. Oh, hello. Yeah, they're not
Oh,
sanctioned. They're
yeah,
not sanctioned, or they're not. They don't really test for like like diseases. So
yeah,
kind of like not worth it. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's a little risky, especially if
Yeah.
it's involved. Then we got one in the comments right here from Tally1, and it says, "How long do you think it would take to develop striking good enough to compete?"
Oh, I think that's a tough question because I'm huge on the 10,000 rep or the 10,000 hour rule. The 10,000 rep rule. Bruce Lee talks about it. You read it in a bunch of different books.
Yeah,
Really depends, man, on patience and effort and drilling.
yeah,
And coaching and guidance. So yeah, to answer your question, there's no real time frame. It really comes down to the amount of effort and the willingness that you're willing to put in. But I'm a big believer in the 10,000 hour rule. If you do it, if you work something every day. So just think about it like this: if you work on one technique every day, and each day you do 500 reps, and you do it for 5 days, so that's five times five, that's 25. So that's 2,500 reps in a week. And then you would times that by 4, which is a month, which is about 10,000. So if
yeah,
you're willing to put that much time and that effort, you could definitely get better at striking fast,
yeah,
or
for sure.
anything really. Man,
Yeah.
golf, playing the ukulele or whatever it is. Just really just getting reps in. No matter what.
Yeah, and you got to be coachable too, because I mean, you can go out there and do it all the time, but if you don't know the proper way to do it, you're gonna get.
Very, very true. Yeah. And they say when you do one bad rep, you need to do 2 good reps to kind of get back into the right thing. So it's not just the same exact thing. It's like really quality, and they say not practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
kind of one of those things.
We got one from MMA Daily Post that says, "What about Frivola? He beat Pena and has more of a scrapping style." Matt Frivola.
Oh, that was a dude. That guy was good too, bro.
Yeah.
Um, honestly, man, I'll freaking fight anyone, dude. And I feel like anyone would be a good fight, and I feel like I'll bring the fight out of anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Except for Benil Darush.
Would you want that one back?
Fuck. I would love to. Yes. You okay? Uh-oh. For Benil, I would love to, and I wish I could, but I would love to earn that fight back.
Yeah.
I would love to work my way up, and I owe that to him. You know what I mean? Great win, amazing performance, and I would love to earn my way back up to him. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and I know you said you were down welterweight, but would you like to get the Magny fight back too?
Dude, man, heck yeah! Down the line, I would love to do that. You know what I mean? And I think that would be a good one, dude. That would be a freaking crazy fight. I think.
Yeah, I would for sure.
Yeah.
He's shaped up very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
and also to his skill set, he's gotten a whole lot better too since the Ultimate Fighter. I mean, me as well. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So I think it would just be an interesting fight.
Yep. At 245, we got Usman and Colby. Who do you think takes that one?
Say again?
At UFC 245, we got Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Who do you think takes that one?
Dude, I got Covington, bro. People hate on him, man. I love the guy, dude. I love him, bro.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it, dude. I'm so entertained. I love cringing to his comments and his shit talking. I love it, dude. And I think he's a better version of Usman.
Yeah, he's pretty good. A lot of people hate him, but it's really just I feel like it's just like an act, not like an act, but just to get the hype for the fights.
Hey, man, but the guy backs it up, bro. Dude,
yeah, for sure.
like after seeing You see what he did to me? Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what he did to me last fight?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kobe's crazy. His cardio, he was relentless that whole fight.
Good gracious. Crazy.
Yeah, well, I won't hold you any longer. I'll let you get back to your kids and family and stuff. And but thanks for coming down and sitting down with me and talking and everything.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you. Hey, man, I wish you the best. And man, everyone, please, MMA matchmaking. You know, like I was on your page earlier. I'm super IG stalking you, and like, dude, you have some really good matches and potential matches, and I haven't seen a page like it. So, man, please share and man, follow and I appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and you know, 10,000 hour rule, bro. Just keep getting those reps in. You know what I mean? And the next interview you would be interviewing me after my win on ESPN, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
You would be on ESPN, dog. I feel it.
Tell Dana, hit me up. Got the checkbook.
You want the real money fight? You want the real money interview?
McMahon, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker. But all right, man. I'll let you go, man. It was nice talking to you.
Hey, man, likewise too, brother. Take care, man. And hey, you guys gotta visit too. Check this out, man. If you guys are ever in the area, this is our winter time. So yeah, it's a little cold, so
yeah,
I'm sweating.
I live in Tennessee right now. It's cold as shit.
Oh shit. All right, guys. Hey, you guys take care. Man, I appreciate you, bro.
You too, man.
Okay.
All right.